If you're watching this video was filmed during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Instead, I'm here to talk stabilizers, or as my wife refers to them, the bow's penis. Hey everybody, AJ from Knights of the Apex here. Today I am going to be reviewing the Dentro stabilizer from Quattro Archery. But before I get into the details about this stabilizer, some disclosures about my relationship with Quattro. I had been a fan of Quattro for some time. I was following them on Instagram. After I first saw some photos of the Dentro, I thought it was just a really cool, unique design. If you follow Coda on Instagram, you know that I'm a sucker for anything custom. So when I first started seeing some wooden custom engraved stabilizers show up on my Explore feed, my interest was immediately piqued. A couple of months ago, Hanno de Kirk, who is the proprietor of Quattro, slid into my DMs and was like, hey, we got to get you a custom coated Dentro. I told him, shut up and take my money, sent him my credit card information, shipping address, and a vector file of the Coda logo. I don't even think I asked him for a price. And about 2 weeks later, at my door was this 8-inch custom coated Dentro that he had made for me. So they're not paying me to do this review or anything like that. I paid for this stabilizer with my own money. I believe I paid full price for it. If you've been following Coda on Instagram, you know that Quattro and I have gotten quite close over the last couple of months, and we'll most likely be collaborating on more things in the future. Hanno did send me those Vulcans as well as their Vero back bar mount for me to test out, so I'll be doing a review on that system as well. When I told Hanno that I was going to be doing this review video, he did agree to send me another Dentro to send out to one of you all. If you want to win that Dentro, rules are really simple. Like this video, subscribe to the Coda YouTube channel and the Quattro YouTube channel, and we'll reach out to one of you in probably a week or so from the date that this video drops, and we'll announce a winner in the comments below, so definitely be sure to check that out if we haven't reached out to you already. Now when it comes to choosing a stabilizer or judging a stabilizer, there's 4 main criteria that I take into account. Does it help balance my bow? Number 1. Number 2, does it look cool? Number 3, how's the value? And 4, does it help with vibration at all? You might be surprised at the order those come in, but quite frankly, the point of a stabilizer, especially a hunting stabilizer, really is to balance your bow and serve as a counterweight for any accessories, or when you have the weight of the arrow and the string at full draw, right? You're balancing that weight that is now moved back with the stabilizer to help you hold steady on target. Now, if the stabilizer does that and it looks cool while it's doing that, I'm willing to pay extra money for it, and values like beauty, it's subject to the eye of the beholder, right? So that kind of varies. Vibration, it might surprise some of you that I said that that's my last consideration, but quite frankly, vibration's not everything. I know there's a huge focus in the hunting industry right now that I want something that's dead in the hand, but listen, if you've ever shot a target bow, you know that some of the best target bows vibrate like a damn tuning fork, and guys are still shooting 900 rounds at Vegas with them. So vibration isn't everything, especially when it comes to accuracy. Now for hunting, there usually is a correlation between vibration and noise, but honestly, all the modern hunting bows are so quiet. The vibration dampening, you definitely don't want a stabilizer that's going to add vibration to your bow, but trying to kill vibration on bows that are already extremely dead in the hand, it's just not something that I really worry about. So that's kind of, I'm sure in previous years maybe that would have been higher on the list, but in 2020, needing a stabilizer to kill vibration, it's not the most important thing in the world to me. Now when it comes to balance, that's really going to depend more on the bow and the accessories that I'm running on the particular rig than the stabilizer itself. A stabilizer, you know, when it comes to carrying weight, it's a rod with some weights at the end, right? You can adjust, add, or remove weights depending on the materials, right? It'll respond to those weights better or worse, but in general, right, the type of stabilizer that I choose to run on my rigs is going to depend on the accessories and that bow's general inclination for how it likes to balance out. With this particular bow, this is a PSE Evo NXT 31. I'm running a Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL. A tight spot quiver is usually mounted to the side. I only took it off for the purpose of this video, and I don't really know why I took it off for the purpose of this video, but it's off now and I'm going to leave it. Hamsky Trinity hybrid, sorry, it's not the Trinity, it's the Hybrid Hunter Pro rest. And that's really it. So with this bow, how it's set up, shooting it with the quiver, this 8-inch Dentro with the standard weights that it comes with out of the box does a phenomenal job balancing this bow. It's all I really need for this bow. I have it mounted in the lower stabilizer mount position, and it does a great job balancing it out. The aluminum components, the metal components, are CNC machined aluminum. They're threaded and epoxied onto this fusion furniture grade wood, which is just absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of different grains running through here. The end caps, the weights on here are also CNC machined. If you want to customize the weights, there's enough threaded rod on here, you can extend it or extend the shaft. You can extend it or sink them deeper into the shaft if you want to add more weights on there. Quattro has additional weight stacks available on their website for you to purchase. If you're running a back bar or anything like that, you can customize your weights to your heart's content. But overall fit and finish is just superb. All Quattro shafts are machined and assembled by hand. They're not machined by hand, they're machined by machines, but they're assembled by hand in South Africa and they ship out. In speaking with Hanno, he told me that he wants all of Quattro's customers to feel like they've gotten more than their money's worth. And I can tell you that that is absolutely the case with all of the stabilizers that I have gotten from them. When you get them out of the package, shafts and packages, when you unwrap, there's just no way to talk about this without it seeming dirty. Now I got this custom engraved. I have the Coda logo on both sides and Knights of the Apex around the base of the shaft. Custom ordering process was really simple. I just sent Quattro a vector file of what I wanted and let them know as far as the wording that I wanted on there. I've seen people put their target animals actually around the stabilizer as well, which is really cool. And then when they kill the animal, they either use white paint to kind of fill it in, or they'll actually just put a little notch with their knife or a broadhead or whatever it is next to it for however many they've killed. But you could put anything on there. I've seen them do stars and stripes, custom logos, all sorts of stuff. So really cool, very easy. It didn't add any significant additional time, being that these are hand assembled and machined in South Africa. If you're ordering from North America, I want to say depending on what shipping you select, it took me about 2 weeks to get this in. Shipping was a bit of an additional cost. I want to say if you're getting it in North America, it was anywhere from like $20 to $30 based on some of the other people I know that have ordered Quattros. Overall, that brings the price to right around like $100, $120, $130 depending on what length Dentro you get. They start at $60-65, so extremely reasonable considering that you're getting a custom product with, quite frankly, higher quality components and materials than a lot of the mass-produced manufacturers that you'll see out there. So Hanno has told me that he wants Quattro's customers to feel like they're getting more than their money worth, and I can say that that's definitely the case here. Comparing this to mass-produced stabilizers that I've used in the past, this thing is far superior just in terms of build quality and appearance and just everything about it, right? There's nothing that just rattles loose. I think most of us have probably had those stabilizers that you're constantly tightening up the components and checking on them. Quattros are just kind of a screw it on and forget it type accessory, and they're just really cool. They're custom, just a phenomenal product backed by awesome people, and I can't say enough about it. The guys over at Quattro are target archers, they're engineers, and they over engineer every aspect of their products. And even as something as simple as a stabilizer, right, at the end of the day, it's a rod with some weights at the end. They've paid such attention to detail. So top marks when it comes to quality, and honestly top marks throughout the spectrum. Just really enjoyed this stabilizer a lot. It may sound weird to say about an accessory that's so simple, but this has really been the first accessory that I bolted on my bow in a while that's gotten me excited to kind of shoot and just look at my bow. You know, like when you first buy a bow and it just kind of sits in the corner and you just want to like stare at it. Well, this has kind of reinvigorated that romance that I first felt for the PSE. But yeah, top marks all around in terms of build quality, looks, value, and when it comes to vibration dampening, I will say that I'm not sure if it's maybe the wider diameter of the wooden shaft or the fact that it's a wood shaft itself, but the bow definitely vibrates a bit less with the Dentro than some of the other carbon stabilizers that I've run on this bow. And with the additional weight of this fusion wood material, I find that I don't have to run quite as much weight up front. Granted, this is a shorter hunting stabilizer, but even still, I don't like to run a lot of weight to begin with, so that's kind of nice. If you're in the market for something just unique, custom, looking for new stabilizers, want to support an awesome small company, Quattro stabilizers, the Dentro is a great option. This is tied for first place as far as my favorite stabilizer right now, especially for this particular bow and this particular rig, how I have it. The other stabilizer tied for first place is one of those Vulcans right there. That's going to have to be a video of its own. I think we've gone long enough here, and so make sure to subscribe to Knights of the Apex on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and hit that bell icon so you can get updated as soon as that video drops. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy out there, and that this COVID-19 thing isn't impacting you in any sort of negative way. Hopefully everybody's just getting out there, enjoying some time in the outdoors and with family, and hope you all stay safe.